Ooh, we back in the place to be. Let me go ahead and get some notifications. But Tulsa Massacre survivors Viola, Fletcher, and Leslie Benningfield Randle unveil their next moves after the court's dismissal. Meanwhile, we got California talking about $12 million for the reparation funds. It's a start, but it's not enough. We need action, not apologies. Also, we're going to check out this verbal lashing that Lord Jamar gave KRS-One on the true origins of hip hop. Is the DNA of hip hop being misrepresented? Let's set the record straight. Keep it moving. It's the Keep It P podcast. We'll be right back. Cash app, selling chime. Hope you got yours, cause I got mine. I'm talking Payoneer, net spin, Venmo stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash. Check reparation, 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 check. Yeah, well, if you talking compensation, it's about that time. You get all yiggity, and we're back. So listen up, y'all, because it is time for us to kind of get real serious about this what they call reparations thing. I want to make sure I put up the video so I can see y'all comments in case y'all tapping in and I can talk back. Hold on real quick, because it's live, man. This live, bro. But anyway, we got these two warriors right there, y'all see on the screen. That's foundational Black American excellence right there, buddy. Who you're looking at is Mrs. Viola Fletcher and Lessie Benningfield Randle. They still getting it in at the nice ripe, and I mean ripe age. Look at that black don't crack. That we talking about 109 and 112 respectively. Wow. I'm sorry, 110 and 109. Whoo, man. Hey, could you imagine being 110 and 109 still having to try to fight for your freedoms only for them to be playing in your face talking about your claim is denied, but they just spun the block and they coming back around because they got a new plan. You thought it was over for them. Well, on July 2nd, they're holding a press conference in Greenwood at the heart of the Black Wall Street, the same place where the dreams were shattered and lives destroyed over a century ago. They're going to lay out the next steps for justice after the Oklahoma Supreme Court shamefully tossed out their lawsuit. These folks survived one of the worst acts of racial violence in U.S. history, and they're still for fighting for what they're owed. So let's hope that we can go ahead and nip this in the bud and we ain't got to be doing this in our ripe old ages. We're going to get this done in the next 10, 20 years. But anyway, the legal team is ready to map out a strategy for Tulsa, Oklahoma reparations. We're talking about serious legal minds here. We got Demario Solomon Simmons, the founder of Justice for Greenwood, and Randle Adams, Schultz Roth, and Zabel. These brothers and sisters ain't playing no games. Meanwhile, on the West Coast, I don't know if y'all heard. I'm going to try to do a couple little mix of a few things here. But on the West Coast, so now they got they didn't set aside what you call that 12 million for some reparations. 12 million. Here, let me show y'all what that looked like. Hold on. This one right here. Okay. 12 million. And it's a lot of trick bag language in this because they're not atoning for a racist legacy. They keep throwing that up there. I keep saying it seems like they're shying away from saying descendants of slaves because they want to be all inclusive, although we're not letting them do it. I keep seeing this racism for the racism. It goes on to say that California plans to spend $12 million on the reparations legislation under a budget signed by Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom, marking the milestone in the state's efforts to atone for a legacy of racism and discrimination against Black Californians. See, there it go again. Racism and discrimination. Come on now. It's for slavery, fam. But here we go. It says the race reparations funds in the $297.9 billion budget Newsom signed over the weekend does not specifically include programs that the money will go to. The lawmakers are not considering widespread direct payments to Black Californians this year. So what do you mean? Like, so I see that's what I don't like the choice of words. We're not considering it this year. Like, maybe we'll consider it next year. Like, just maybe. Like, it's always inconclusive or left up to be gotten or to be thought about. It's never as direct as it is, say, for, I don't know, illegal immigrants, maybe. But the legislature is weighing proposals to issue a formal apology for California's role and perpetuate discrimination against Black reservations. See, there it go again. Discrimination. We're not talking about discrimination. I think California ain't trying to admit the fact that they are complicit in being a slave state, if that's what I'm getting here. And it's seeming like the media is trying to help them allude to that fact by specifically not addressing slavery when speaking in terms of compensation, which in turn I think they're doing because, as we all know, you can't strike down a lineage based claim, but you can strike down a race based claim. And saying discrimination alludes to it being a race based claim. So they ain't slick. But says to create an agency to administer reparations program and identify families whose properties was unjustly seized through eminent domain. If y'all don't know what eminent domain is, that's when they came through and put um, highways through prominent Black neighborhoods. Like, matter of fact, speaking of California, I just watched how what was it, 105 or the 110, how they put that highway directly through the most prominent Black neighborhood that there was at the time. All the $1 million homes. I forgot. I think they said like Hattie Davis lived there. Hattie was the first Black lady that played in Gone in the Wind. That was the maid. She lived there. It was a whole bunch of people. I seen it done in Minnesota. That's where 94 go through the Randle neighborhood and the North Side. I'm sure it was Black stuff going over there too. So that was their thing. They'll take it. That's what Central Park is, y'all. In New York. Let me learn you something. Central Park in New York, where they got the grass and all the trees, that was Seneca Village. It was a Black enclave right in the middle of New York. So imagine if those Black people still had their property in New York right now and it wasn't sacrificed so that the people on the Billionaires Row can have some nice greenery to look at. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just went through they told them people, and this was their imminent, y'all are shanty towns. It's an eyesore, so we need to clear this up and make a park for the city. Got them on up out of there. So y'all will probably be hearing about stuff like that later on as more of this reparations thing comes out. But it says the funds come after federal reparations efforts have stalled for decades. Why is that? Why has it stalled for decades? Why can't y'all just get to it like y'all get to everything else? What's up with that? Is all I want to know. It goes on to say, we often say that the budget is a reflection of our values and our priorities. So the fact that there's any money for reparations should be a reason for celebrating, says Senator Steve Bradford, a Los Angeles area Democrat, not him hoping that the allocation would have been a lot larger. No state has gotten further along in this consideration of reparations proposal for Black residents than California, but some have made significant strides. Here we go. Illinois and New York passed the laws recently to study reparations proposals. Florida passed a law in the 90s creating a college scholarship fund for the descendants of Black American residents who were killed in the 1923 massacre initiated by a white mob. Okay, so that was in Florida. Was that I know that it wasn't the Seminoles. If I'm not mistaken, was that Rosewood? Put in the comment section if y'all know which massacre that was. Shout out to Tori and Rain because he did a whole series on all the massacres, so I should actually know that. But it goes on to say, but some opponents of the reparations proposal being considered by lawmakers in California say that taxpayers should not have to pay to address policies and practices from a long time ago. But they should have to pay for stuff y'all doing like now, like illegal immigration and that kind of thing. Like, we got to foot the bill for all the illegal vendors that's on the street selling bogus, unsanitary tacos and mayo slathered corn with tahim on it. But we gotta pay for that though. I'm just saying, make it make sense. It goes on to say, and this is from the white guy. Matter of fact, I pulled this guy up. He's a little Republican dude he's a Republican dude from California. And wait, hold on. Wait till you see what this dude look like. Hold on real quick, man. I just kind of be wanting y'all to like see the face of these guys. Hold on real quick. Cause he looks like a real Buster type dude. Oh yeah, here you go. Look at him. He looks like he's saying exactly what's about to be said. I just want you to get a little visual real quick, and then I'm gonna read his words. So he says, hold on, let me click. He says slavery was a stain on our nation's history, but I don't believe that it's fair to try to right the wrongs of the past at the expense of people today who did nothing wrong. This is more than a quarter of Californians are immigrants. How can we look at these people who are struggling as it is and say to them that they have to make up for something that happened more than 150 years ago? Well, bucko, first of all, it's just like when you buy a house, right? They invested their little musty tethering little selves up from whatever little country they came from, put all their little dollars together and came over here to this house, right? But this house had a lien on it. They knew the house had a lien on it. How did they know that the house had a lien on it? Because they've been watching all the TV, all the news, and they knew right how to come over here and jump right on the the antagonist side, jump right on the white supremacist side and get just as anti-black as they want to be, right? So they knew the whole script. So in fact, indeed, just because you bought the house and the lien was put on it 150 years ago, the lien's still on the house, bro. You still got to pay, sir. You still got to pay. And that's just what it is. But it goes on to say, Senate President poor Tom Printy, Mike McGuire, a Democrat, said that the event Monday that the $12 million is not nearly enough, but that lawmakers work closely to secure the money during a tight budget year. It's always tight when it comes. It's tight now. It's a tight budget year. Yeah, but y'all ain't saying nothing about all the immigrants because they're not all going to New York, y'all. They're not all going to California. Chicago, fam. You think they ain't going to California? The sunniest, the best weather, most Mexican places. They going to California too. And y'all subsidizing them too. I bet you can go to California right now and get on like a mug if you're an immigrant. You can go get you a spot. You can get you a gift card with whoops on it and everything. Hold on. Let me see what else they got. This is what they want to leave you with. It says Bradford introduced proposals to give property tax and housing assistance to the descendants of black people, but those were blocked in May by a key committee. Let me click on that. Do they got an article about that? Hold on. It looked like it was just highlighted so that I could do it. Anyway, it goes on to say Camilla Moore, who chaired the state's representative task force, was disappointed that lawmakers did not introduce legislation this year to provide free tuition at public colleges for descendants of enslaved people. Now notice this. Now, they keep saying that it's for descendants of enslaved black people, but when they say it, it's for discrimination and this, that, and the third. See, that's what make it funny. It stands out like a sore thumb. Like I noticed that a pattern that you guys keep doing that. Anyway, it goes on to say they wanted free tuition for public colleges. Whoop de woo, wham de wham. They didn't take college from us, fam. They didn't take scholarships from us, fam. They took cash, money, capital, bread, cheese, dough, greens, all that. She says, and I quote, not I quote, but it goes on to say that Moore said that it is still good news to see $12 million for reparations included in the budget as a starting point. It means that they're taking accountability and responsibility, and they're acknowledging the harms and the atrocities to the particular population, she said. That's a huge step that should not be overlooked. I do agree with that. That part of the reason why they keep moving away from it's for descendants of enslaved black people, because that's almost kind of like not admitting it either when you could just talk about discrimination and that kind of thing, right? Which lessens the blow, as if y'all didn't force people to do labor and become one of the richest countries in the world. It says Austin is a court member for Associated Press, blah blah blah. That ain't nothing. And then let's get on to this. That was that. Now we got to get on to this because I had to talk about this. We know we don't really necessarily talk about nothing but reparations over here. But this is a part of what you call ethnically cleansing us as, Black Americans. So, it starts with your culture, right? It starts with erasing you from who you are, what you created, as in hip hop. So we got Buster Rhymes, Buster, not Busta, Buster Rhymes, Fat Cat Joe, and KRS-Two, because he's no longer number one in my book. Matter of fact, he had a song on my playlist on my Spotify. I don't even want to hear that crap no more. Anyway, Lord Jamar sets the record straight, and y'all need to go subscribe to his channel. I put the link to the description in the link to the video in the description, so go check that out. Shout out to Lord Jamar. But I got a platform too, and we reach quite a few people, and I just got to have this and let this be known. So if you don't know, we got KRS-One going around talking about Latinos. Matter of fact, oh my God, I gotta play it. I really didn't really want to, but I gotta play it. I got to play. It's really cringeworthy, and let's set the record straight on this too. KRS-One is sitting up there in front of a lot of people that don't look like us, doing this little he's doing his little circuit, his little move around, trying to get some money, doing his little speaking engagements, fam. But you bugging, B. Like you're bugging, son. Word to me and your mom. You bugging. And this ain't true. But here, I'm gonna let y'all hear before I let you hear what Lord Jamar said. This is what he had to say.
Should do a book on this. When hip hop first started, it was blacks and Latinos.
Now look how he tried to say Latinos. Boy, if you get your see, I was cool with your big African nose at first, right? You just representing, you know what I'm saying? I got a huge nostrils myself. But if you get your pancake waffle nose face ass out of here with that, fam, what part of hip hop has salsa in it? Better yet, let me ask y'all a question. What part in any hip hop song, other than like a Pitbull, which that ain't even hip hop or whatever, where somebody rolling their R's and doing all that, who's doing that? Ain't nobody doing the merengue in nowhere. And let's keep it up. Let's keep it a buck, because since that's it's already out here. The only people who have contributed the most, who didn't help create, said contributed, threw a little sauce on there, threw a little sprinkle a couple little in there, is Jamaicans. They really the only ones they could say did a little something. Like and the only song I can think about is Always Into Something with NWA, where the dude had the little Jamaican part at the end. Or the way that DLC was kind of sounding Jamaican and funky enough. That's it. Kaylee said, hold on. Hold on. What you say there, brother? Black women stand up. Peace, family. Tell me where you're tapping in from, too, because your family, since you tapped in and you cared to say something. But it says, KRS-One at this point, thoroughly disappointed with the BS he trying to push. Damn shame. I totally agree. I'm really disappointed. But then when you think about the fact that money makes people do strange things, and you know, you want to keep doing them tours, you know, doing them speaking engagement, cuz is willing to sell out hip hop, literally the whole essence of what it was not about. Like he is the antithesis of hip hop right now at this point. Like cuz fam, like how you just gonna give away the squad? Like that's to negate the fact that we didn't grow up with 45s and LPs at the crib. Like we wasn't taking alcohol on tissue, wiping off records, listening to records. Like I wasn't scratching to the Spinners albums and like, come on, fam. Like even me, like my first album was Straight Outta Compton, believe it or not. And that was like my dad had got me like the turntables and the mixer and all that. Like there was no Latino. Okay, all right. Then why they wasn't cool with Radamez and Juice then? If it was all hip hop then in Juice, why was Radamez? Why they wasn't? You know what I mean? Come on, man. Was there any prominent DJs in Juice behind the whoop? There was black dudes with Iggy Wiggy Iggy. Now B Street and Breaking and all that, like Turbo, but that was way later. That was way later. Anyway, hold on. We'll be here all day with that. Hold on. Let's hear what this guy said.
At the beginning, when it started, as a matter of fact, it was that energy. We was already here, slaves in America getting free.
We was already here, slaves, America get. Nick, what are you talking about, cuz? That's the whole struggle right there. Hip hop was made out of the struggle of the system and oppression of the system. So you can stop your story right there. We already created it right there. They didn't come over here with the struggle. Definitely didn't hop on and help with the struggle. What are you talking about, bro? Then he's just passively talking about like we were slaves, like trying to get free, like that was just nothing. You know, yo, we were slaves, you're trying to get free. Like, what are you talking about, dog? Hold on.
America get
And look at his tone and everything.
energy.
He a talent.
We was already here, slaves in America getting free.
You know. What?
Then Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Cubans started coming into New York.
Okay, so they came to New York, and guess what they was? I ain't no black, Poppy. You black, Poppy. I ain't no black. You can't call me black, Poppy. I know black. You gotta do the blackity black. I know black, Poppy. That's what they was doing. It was Jungle Bunny music. Y'all remember Born to Roll, that song from what's his name? I was born to roll. Check it out. Black boy, turn this shit down. You know that America don't want to hear the sound of the bass music, jungle music. Go back to Africa. The song was about him battling. Pull up on the scene of Latin Chico, Rico, Puerto Rican, Rico Suave in the red Corolla. Yo, does he want to play? Pull it up beside me, looking like he wanted. Because he got Music El Grande and he got it going on. They was bumping Music El Grande, fam. They wouldn't. And the ones that did come over to the side, they family, what was that one movie? Jungle Fever? Yeah. Oh, no, she was like Italian, though. Same thing, though. Same thing. They wasn't even rocking with the squad like that for Spike Lee to even make a movie like that, fam. What do you think Jungle Fever was about?
It just started from the 30s, from the 20s.
From the 30s and the 20s? What was they doing in the 30s and the 20s? Ain't no old fam. I got a video on my channel that I made with one of my beats with black people doing breakdancing right now. And that was made way back in the way back. Like, what are you talking about? Family? NYC in the house. That's what it is. Oh my God. Oh, he is Caribbean. He's Bibian, huh? I knew it. I knew there was some bibulation right there. I knew he was Caribbean Bibian. I knew it. Yeah, it was too much of the forehead and the nostrils. Niggas got some noses, but they look more like Michael Jackson, though. Not like this nigga right here, though. I could see the Bibian. He probably from Belizean or some shit like that. Anyway.
We linked up. We started teaching you guys English. You started teaching us Spanish.
So, you're lying. You are lying, bro. We started teaching y'all English and y'all started teaching us Spanish. Why niggas wasn't rapping in Spanish then, cuz? Why? Why is that? Hold on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through this.
Some of the foods that we forgot about, some of the ancient techniques we forgot about, the Latino community brought it back fresh from the Caribbean.
Nigga, I don't eat plantains, cuz. I don't. Oxtails, none of that. None of that. Jollof, I don't need none of that. Please tell me where that is indicative of hip-hop history at all. But there's more BS. Keep going.
Black people got educated. And take a guy like Alphonse Schomburg. In New York, he's a Puerto Rican in the 1920s, a scholar who brought back black knowledge. Let me see.
Don't Did not he finna try to act like he's schooling us, like we don't know nothing? Cause if Cuz was really popping, we would know who he is. But he is now finna gaslight and act like this dude he brought the black knowledge back. You don't know who he is, yeah? Boy, if you don't get your ass out of here, hold on, let him get his full stride out. Cause I'm thinking ahead, but that's where he's going with this. Hold on.
He's a scholar who brought back black knowledge. Let me say it slow again. Damn.
Let me say it slow again. Damn. Boy, I don't matter how slow you say that dumb shit. Oh, you making me curse, fam. She let me bring it back. That's tether babble right there. This turned into a tether talk. Latinos from the Caribbean. Oh, if they didn't know English, how they create hip hop? Very good question, Mr. Von Savage. Come on now. Come on, fam. Oh, geez, Louise. All right, hold on. There's a little more.
This is a Puerto Rican scholar, Alphonse Schomburg. This dude, first of all, he has a center in Harlem on 135th Street. You should go visit it. It's part of the Library Association, the Alphonse Schomburg Center for Black Studies. This is where you drop the Jew.
I don't care. Anybody could study being black, fam. I ain't never heard of it. Ain't nobody ever talked about, hey, man, you better go get you some of that knowledge from the Schomburg Institute now. You know that's where brothers is keeping it real and getting all that. I ain't never heard that. In a rhyme from a conscious dude, nobody. But let me drop the knowledge on you. Let me say it slow for you one more time. Boy.
He ain't black like that. Or is he really? Because some black people...
You ain't black like that. He feels some sort of kind of way about that. Because the delineation is real.
Black.
Hold on, let me get that out. Oh, wait a minute.
The Jew. He ain't black like that. Or is he really? Because some black people ain't even black. He's blacker than some blacks on the same block. Why? Because they denying the history right up the block. Right up in Columbia. Right there, NYU, they denying the history. But a Puerto Rican came and restored black history and put his center in Harlem.
Boy, how much that little Puerto Rican dude give you, fam? Why you doing the little commercial shout out for his joint?
Let me have to talk about Ruby D, MC Ruby D. In the early days, there was a rhyme. He said, I'm MC Ruby D, a Puerto Rican. You might think I'm black by the way that I'm speaking.
Well, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? He was speaking black. Acting black. He wasn't with the no papi, no papi, no papi. He wasn't doing that. So you proving your own point. You're disproving your own point, sir.
Everybody knew that wrong. Everybody. You wasn't hip hop unless you knew that wrong. Romantic Fantastic Five. So
I don't know
the Latino, I can go on and on. The Latino connection is really strong, but it's again the corporate that wants to make you think that rap is just about black males doing poetry, and it was never about that from the...
Nigga, what are you talking? Nobody said that. Who said it was about black males doing poetry? What? Hip hop in the rap form is an expression of the oppression that we see and receive. It initially came as a call to the people to wake up and be aware about being woke about what's going on. Broken glass everywhere. People, pieces don't care. Come on, man. What are you talking about? Poetry. See, that's what you call a straw man argument, y'all. If you don't know how to talk, you don't know how to communicate, That's a straw man because nobody said that. Literally, nobody's saying that. And nobody's saying that Latinos didn't have anything to do with hip hop, nor Asians or whoever. Shit, Jews had something to do with hip hop. They little sleazy asses was booking all the venues and signing. Yeah, they had something to do with it too. Did they create it though? No, fam. You're not finna tell me timbales and tambourines had anything to do, and maracas had anything to do with hip hop. I ain't never heard a maraca and no timbales in the joints, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now, you know who wasn't gonna let that ride, right? Hee hee. Lord Jamar was not finna let that ride. So, in direct response to that, and I ain't gonna play the whole video, but I just want y'all, as he hits said blunt, get a whiff of what he talking about.
Peace, family. I wasn't upset.
Hold on.
It's the truth.
Okay, hold on. Here you go.
It's not about stirring the pot.
That's right.
A lie that is unchecked becomes the truth. A lie that is unchecked becomes the truth. Power is the truth. The truth is the light that takes one out of darkness.
That's right. Nope.
Did KRS make me upset? No. I wasn't upset, but I knew he was wrong.
Right.
I knew he was wrong, and it's certain people that posture themselves, and some might even say that I do this, but it's not what I'm doing. I'm standing on truth. But anyway, some people posture themselves as super official, and they'll use whatever to try, whether it's record sales or, whatever, your reputation in this rap game or some kind of shit to use to try to act like you can override a motherfucker. You know what I mean? I got niggas 2-3 years older than me talking about, you were not old enough to know what was going on. You weren't there. Shut the fuck up. Who cares?
Straight up.
Who cares if I was there or not? Were you there when your mother and father fucked? Huh?
Good question.
How do you know that's your mother and father? How do you know that that's your mother and father? You going by their word? Because you wasn't there. I'll tell you how you know. You know how we determine parentage? Through DNA, motherfuckers.
Uh-oh.
Through DNA.
Finna be some facts.
Now, when I look at the DNA of hip-hop, when I look at the double helix of hip-hop, what I see is soul music, funk music. I see people that, parents that might have come up in the South who moved to the North, specifically the New York City area, and whose children came up in that post-Civil War, that post-Civil rights era with that Northern attitude, that was like, motherfucker, I wish I was around during slavery times. I wouldn't have let motherfuckers with me. Like when Roots came out when we was young, niggas was like, I wish a nigga would.
Let me start right there. So you meaning to tell me Paco Rivera and them had this same, I just watched Roots and got riled up and I ain't ready to take it no more spirit? No. They did not. No, they didn't. But you listen to KRS-One. So when was they teaching us Spanish? When in the England, they were teaching us Spanish and we were teaching them English. And we would write the rhymes in English and they would rewrite them in Spanish. Shut up, nigga.
That's the energy that birthed hip hop. Those kids that watched Roots and all that type of shit. That's the energy that birthed hip hop, bro. And that's the DNA you see all in hip hop. And so we hear it musically with the type of samples that we choose or chose to play at that time, with the break beats that we chose at the time. But we also hear it in the language, okay? We see the DNA of the 5% nation very much inside terms like peace,
God,
and cipher, and God and son.
Say it all the time.
And, you know what I mean? All kinds of shit. We see the DNA, but nowhere do you see the DNA of Puerto Rican culture. Puerto Rican culture. I'm not talking about Puerto Rican individuals. I'm talking about Puerto Rican culture. Jamaican culture. Those things did not influence hip hop, regardless of how official motherfuckers sound saying it. I'm sorry. I hate to hurt your heart that the thing that you adore and love is something that Black American youth created. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that hurts your heart for some reason. I don't know why it hurts you so much. But this is a fucking fact. No one said y'all wasn't there. No one said you wasn't there. Sure, you were there. But if I'm building a house and you watch me build a house, does that mean you built it too? No. When the doctor births a baby, is the doctor the father or the mother of the child because it was present at the time of birth? No. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, only the people that were there during conception are the parents.
Boom. Just wanted to lay that out on y'all, man, because it's been getting wicked and weird out here in these streets. Yeah, he came out in the 80s, man. He was way past that. I'm glad you definitely up on your hip hop history for sure. But he says, she said, where's the Latino version? Now, I know they're not going to be talking about this is for La Raza. Hold up. What happened to that one song? Back to the Hotel. Like, they was one hit. You never heard nothing else. They be trying to play that song Back to the Hotel all day long. With Kid Frost. What happened to him? I don't even like Fat Joe. I don't know about y'all. Never bought a Fat Joe. Never listened to a Fat Joe. The only song he remotely had that was cool was Lean Back. And I'm talking about remotely. And that was probably just because Remy was on it. But like, who else? Nobody in their life is listening to Pitbull. Who else? Who else was Mexican? All these new little Mexican dudes, they cool because, you know, they little illegal peoples listen to them and all of that. Anybody can stream now. Like, okay, nigga, you nice because it's a bunch of Mexicans. Okay, great. But none of them are big to us. Like, I don't even really rock with Cardi B like that. Keep it thou wow, Willie. I think Cardi B is a caricature of black women. I don't even rock with Cardi B like that. Cardi B is hot boo-boo sticks. Just like her saggy butt, her saddle butt. That's boo-boo sticks too. Jeez Louise. Hey, while we on here, I'm gonna do something else too. I want y'all, while we talking about something, while we talking about culture and all of that, this is a bonus. This is a bonus for y'all. Since I'm already at 45 minutes, I might as well do an hour or something like that. But I thought this was funny, y'all. So for y'all rolling with me. It's a lot of y'all in here, man. I know she ain't the only one in the house, man. All y'all can't say nothing. I see like 40 people up in here, 40 people respectively across multiple platforms. Y'all can't nobody else say nothing. Ain't nobody talking. All right. It is what it is. But check this out though. This is funny. They talk about culture and all of this. Why this don't go down in our culture? Why you don't hear nothing like this about our culture? They talk about we did the drugs and the woo woo woo. What does that say? Illegal Chinese farms in Oklahoma. Check this out.
An understatement to describe what is secretly happening here in Middle America. Illegal weed growing operations. Not run by Americans, but by the Chinese.
Now they talking about as if like that ain't the ones that live here. They trying to make it seem like it's the ones over there doing it. No, fam. If you know, like I know, if you've ever been in the life in them streets, who was always the plugs on everything? It was either Mexicans, but more likely Asians. Asians had the plug on everything.
Oklahoma law enforcement shutting down on average 15 of the illegal grow houses every single day.
What? Did he say how many? Wait. Hold on.
15 of the illegal grow houses, 15 of the illegal grow houses every single day. They say the illegal Chinese growers come across the southern U.S.-Mexico border and then travel to Oklahoma to work at the black market grow houses.
Well, wait a minute now. So you saying people all the way over there know that it's going down over here in Oklahoma specifically, and y'all don't? Operation that big that thousands of people are migrating from across the ocean to come work and get money? It's cracking like that? Y'all, 17 a day. And that they probably underestimated. It's probably more than that. They probably don't want to look like incompetent fools, but they had to put it out there that it's really a problem.
Larry showed us they're right down the road from his land.
All right, here's one of the Chinese places right here, and they just built this barn in the last 8 months, and I don't. The door's open, by the way. Let me stop and blow my horn, see if anybody comes out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do see a dog.
There's a dog. That tells me somebody's here.
No one came out, but the truck out front was not here yesterday.
I've heard of stories that they're heavily armed with AK-47s. I mean,
so it's twofold about that one right there. It's not so much that they slanging all the slangs. Cuz sound mad that he ain't getting a little cut. First off. So he on the crime watch trying to turn nigga. They might have money. It's a cold game out here, y'all. It might be reward money for calling them in. And he trying to get the little reward money from calling them in. Don't think the game ain't like it is out here. But I just thought that was interesting. When we got all of these people, you know what I'm saying, like trying to attach to us. But it's worse. They're just worse than us. Just the worst of the worst. And especially like with the sanitization of hip hop right now. That's what they was doing it for, because they got breakdancing in the Olympics now. So now hip hop got to be. Now y'all should have seen the Olympic commercial. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if our Olympics commercial. Hold on. Commercial 2024 with the with the Mexicans in there. Listen to the hip hop. Hold on, wait a minute, y'all. Y'all ain't seen this, huh? See, I scour the internet so that you don't have to, right? No breaking. Let me. I'm just give me a second. All right, boom. Check this out. Oh, wait a minute, y'all. Wait till
Senator
y'all see
Jackie
this,
Rosen backed President Biden's reckless spending,
Just
allowing
voted.
cash for illegals, then voted to raise taxes on Nevadans making less than
Shout out to
$75,000
Tariq.
a
I
year.
seen this
Tell
on
her to
Tariq
stop the
earlier.
reckless spending.
That's it.
In terms of the Olympics, so many of us, even the breakers, were like, there's no way that's gonna happen, you know, because it's still such a, like, kind of an underground street culture. Honestly, had you asked me back then,
Wait a minute. I ain't seen this one. Oh my God. Sonny Choi? Teaching white boy Roy? It's an underground street culture? When was you in anything underground or street? When? How you find out? If that's the case. How you get to the spot then?
and if this was gonna be my future, I probably would have laughed at you.
Why would you have laughed? Oh, because that was that Negro stuff that you wasn't really sure you could do, but since there was other people doing it just as mediocrely and as whack as you somehow got in. Because man, I don't know if y'all know, but Asians in them, they still break dancing. They ain't let it go. We done moved on to the cha-cha slide and the jerk and everything else. I mean, we gliding on one foot right now with new dances, and they still break dancing like it's hip hop. And and then they put up the dude from Two Live Crew like he was a pioneer in hip hop, the Asian dude. He ain't never had a solo album, ain't never had a hit song or nothing. Didn't like his verses on the songs. To keep it 100, he always had the wackest verses. To keep it 100, he had the wackest verses on all the songs. He did. I'm sorry. But anyway, check this garbage out.
Because I could never have pictured this.
Breakdancing will become an official sport in the 2024 Paris Games.
Come on!
Notice the color of the people that
Yes!
I'm Sean Gregory, senior sports correspondent at Time. I met up with Sonny Choi, the 35-year-old B-girl who will be heading to Paris to compete for the U.S. this summer. Sonny was generous enough to show me some basic moves.
Do y'all see this little hand sanitizer version of hip hop? Like, if you never knew anything about rap, which is impossible, but and obviously a lot of people don't know, because now people are going to be seeing this little Asian chick thinking that somehow she had something her people had something to do with it. Her people had something to do with it.
All right, cool. So let's do a little Breaking 101 tutorial.
So what we'll do is we'll step across one, and then we'll step across, and then we'll step to the side.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, actually, we can step back. So we'll step back.
Let me wait a minute, y'all. Before I go in, wait a minute, y'all. Just wait.
It's everything you
What
wish
we're gonna
for.
have
Your
to
site
do
traffic
is-
is skyrocketing.
I need to see
Until
who is Sonny
this
Choi.
happens.
Why don't I
careful what you wish
know
for.
any of her
Build your site on a platform that's engineered for
breakdancing
success.
moves? Why?
So as traffic spikes, instead of
Wait a minute, y'all. Oh, look at this B-girl battle. Oh my God. Okay, let's check her out. This her. male, like this real maleistic. It's like Hellman's, like it's like she's doing the moves, but not like feeling the groove. Like I don't feel any. Like music is like you be grooving, like it's the like I don't. So hold up. Let me do that with the sound though, because it's like she's like 1, 2, 3, spin, 1, 2, 3, spin, ta, 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 to my feet, ta, 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 flip, flip, pop, pop, pop. Let's go. That is so my first Fisher Price breakdancing. Like this is the nigga that's going to the Olympics, guys. Like for real. I don't know what kind of beat. Man, dry as man. Yeah, B-girl fam. This who going to the Olympics? I didn't even see her do. Hold up, you better not lose. Oh, girl, just wait a minute. Let's go. Sunshine. Ooh, baby, reparations. All night long. 292 sunshine. Let's go, Sonny. Yep. Ha. Man, if I practice for 2 weeks, I would be better than her, fam. Give me 2 weeks, cuz. What was that? Take that. Don't make me spill my boba tea on you. What? Man. This who y'all got going to the Olympics, fam. This what we doing. You say karate stiff. Too much kung fu. It did look like kung fu though. It says Trixie is the first break dancer and he can't go to the Olympics to just be in the audience. This is crazy. We need to get Trixie. What? He can't go to the. That sound like white. I'm white, not say so. Didn't know that, but thanks for informing us. You know, yeah, wasn't he in Tariq's documentary too? Man, listen, man, I'm not going to hold y'all, man. I had to go ahead and give y'all a straight hour of power because it's been a little minute since Bennett been in it. But I love y'all, and I can't leave, Steve. That was the shrimp fried rice version. Both of them is. What is she doing? What? Hold up. Oh, was that her crip walk? That was her crip walk, fam. Wait a minute. That was her egg roll walk. What is the dude on the mic talking about? Get some, get some. What is he talking? What is he talking? Break it on down some. Break it on, did it? Break it on down some. Break it on down some. Get that nigga off the mic. Did he say get up? Get some, get some. What in the cornbread? Now don't look. Listen to the dude in the back now. Listen. It's two of these idiots with mics. It's this dude right here and this dude right here on the left and the right of the dancer right now. Listen to them. hell off, D. They just back there. What was that? So my thing is this though. The standard is so low, fam. You're telling you want to know why you don't see no black person around, because the average whack black person could do it way better than them. So in order to make them seem like they're doing something, I mean, look at the judges. Look at these guys on the stage. Who are they to judge? And notice they got the one brother on the end. Look, he ain't even a part of the group. Like these four together, Cuz is over here by himself. Oh, it says a lot. They wouldn't be nothing without. They wouldn't be doing nothing without that little spinner with the helicopter. As a matter of fact, that's all they know how to do is the helicopter. You know, all dry, like yeah. The pause was you supposed to hold your nuts because you just wowed out for doing something dope. Y'all not doing nothing. And look, they got the little Negro boy over here to co-sign, like they doing something. He looked like he half black and half Asian right here. So they just a little cosigns out of a sea of Asianosity. You know they got a couple. They got to have a couple in there. And them is the ones that they look to after every move to see if they get their validation. This is a sicko world out here, is what I'm just trying to tell you. He said that was Latino yodeling. It was. He said it went from James Brown to Rob Bass to Asian Karaoke. Cuz ain't know what he wanted to do back there, man. You just back there screaming. That's not hip hop, fam. There's nothing hip hop about any of this. What was that? The folded up briefcase? What was that? What was that? Let me backtrack my steps. What was that? Anti-shoulder lean?
Ready for gold! Details fire! Who's taking home the gold?
Why is the end with a karate chop? Like you don't supposed to end breakdancing with a karate chop.
Details fire! Who's taking home the gold?
You don't even start it with a karate chop. What was that? An ancient Chinese secret? Because they both karate chopped each other. Y'all not playing with swords. What is this music? What is that? Asian elevator music? What is y'all dancing to? A karaoke mouse? It's way embarrassing. Way embarrassing. I just had to see this. So in long and short, that's who going to the Olympics, fam. This hip hop, this what they gonna look back and man, you look back and this is what you see. This what you see, fam. Two model minorities with the highest medium income in America dancing the dance from the struggle. All right. Anyway, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm glad somebody watching listen to the stuff that I say, when I talk. I'm greatly appreciative of that. But I had to come get y'all some news, man. We'll be back shortly. Y'all know we off schedule. I know life is life right now, but Keep It P podcast is well and alive. I even do consider, since we like the big productions and all that, I was Gonna go live and do some stuff from the phone, you know what I'm saying, just to tap in and give y'all some news and that kind of thing. But I really like sitting down in this intimate setting with you guys, you know. But you know, go ahead and subscribe for the vibes, like for the spike in the algorithm, because the algorithm they don't push black empowerment like this. Channels like this get stifled and stammered. They be trying to, ain't no shadow ban. You ain't making good. Yeah, right. Fam, stop it. It's the Keep It P podcast, fam. You're tripping. Anyway, go ahead and put y'all been in the comments. I appreciate that. Welcome to Twitter and all of that. I know y'all over there too. But go ahead and put in the comment section something. Let your boy know where you're coming from. Other than that, love, peace, blessings, and let me look you square in your optical retinas, fam. Here I go. I got love, I got peace, I got blessings, and I got my aloha. I'm out the doha for sure.